Hey, my reasonable doubters. So, this is an article that came out early February, but just came to my attention. And I am going to be giving a summary of the article. So, I'll be reading a summary instead of the exact article, how it's written. But just so y'all do see, it says years before Naziah Harris murder case, CPS was warned repeatedly about the alleged, I'll say, unaliver. I will link the original article in the description box. But the article talks about years before prosecutors charged Jarvis Butts in connection with the death and alleged sex abuse of 13-year-old Naziah Harris, relatives claimed they had repeatedly warned authorities about him. A recent investigation revealed that Butts was named in at least 5 reports filed with Children's Protective Services, dating back to 2015. Among these was a 2022 complaint alleging inappropriate touching involving Naziah. Despite these reports, none of the complaints resulted in substantiated findings of sex abuse. Relatives Kawana Morton and her cousin Janelle, who chose not to disclose her last name, say they took the allegations seriously due to Butts' prior criminal record. He had previously served more than 8 years in prison for third-degree criminal sex conduct and was listed on the sex offender registry. In February 2022, Janelle learned of accusations involving Butts and multiple children, including Naziah, from a conversation with her niece, Butts' girlfriend. She initially refrained from reporting the claims, trusting her niece to contact authorities. However, after weeks without action, she filed her own report with CPS on April 13th, 2022. According to internal records, the complaint referenced inappropriate touching at a birthday party. CPS acknowledged receiving the complaint but did not contact Janelle for further information. The following day, Janelle's niece confirmed that CPS had reached out to her regarding the well being of her children and requested Butts' information. 2 months later, Kawana Morton filed a separate complaint echoing concerns about possible sex abuse. CPS records show that investigators interviewed Butts, who denied the allegations, and conducted a forensic interview with an alleged victim that yielded no disclosures. The complaint was ultimately classified as low risk. Despite multiple reports over the years, CPS did not substantiate any allegations against Butts. In June 2023, just over a year after the last complaint, Naziah Harris was found unalive. Butts is now facing charges of sex assault and unaliving. Quote, I'm brokenhearted because this could have been prevented, Morton said. All of it could have been prevented. The Department of Health and Human Services issued a statement expressing sympathy for Naziah's family, but declined to comment on the case, citing confidentiality laws. Buss's attorneys have not commented on the prior complaints, citing the ongoing criminal proceedings. So, this is just another example of how the system failed Naziah. In a complaint, in one of those complaints out of the 5, there was a kids party, and one of the children whose name is protected told an adult, and the adult reported it to CPS, and the child basically said that Butts touched her inappropriately as well as Naziah at that time, and that it hurt when he touched her. And somehow CPS still came out with low risk on that. It's very sad. This obviously looks definitely preventable. He shouldn't have been in that household. Um, I commend the adults that did try to speak out, because obviously the more loud part would be, where were any adults that were looking out for this child? But they, there, some of them are on record trying to alert CPS, even after the aunt who was taking care of Naziah and who was the girlfriend to Jarvis Butts didn't take action. They took action outside the household and tried to notify the authorities. So I commend the adults that did try to alert the authorities, and it's sad the authorities did not do more what they were supposed to do. He was already registered. He'd already served time, and to put him as low risk, and there's a child even outside of the home saying, that he touched them, is just, it's just unacceptable. So I'm keeping up with the information coming out about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.